Thank you for joining us for this look at some of the best stories from KPBS News this week. I'm Maya Trabulsi. Coming up, safety concerns for first responders in North County, why one fire crew in Encinitas had to relocate and what that means for response times. Early voting begins this weekend in San Diego County. See how election staff are testing their vote counting system to ensure the public's trust. And October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. A survivor shares her story as we learn about some of the new technology helping doctors. And we start with a call for accountability from the group charged with finding temporary homes for people for those affected by January's flood. John Carroll reports on how community advocates say it was disorganized and incompetent.
San Diego County contracted with Equus Workforce Solutions to organize and provide lodging for people left homeless by the January 22nd floods. But community activists like Claritza Marin of the Harvey Family Foundation say Equus failed in its responsibilities.
We had residents that called and reported complaining of being sent to hotels that had been shut down, complaining of having to repeatedly provide the same information over and over again, followed up with threats of being evicted if they didn't immediately comply.
Community advocate Tasha Williamson says Equus should have never been hired by the county in the first place. She told the story of one woman and her family that were staying at a motel. They ended up in the parking lot, she says, because of Equus's incompetence.
All of her belongings were in a parking lot with her 6 children, grandchildren, and dogs of the Ramada Inn because Equus failed to re-up their rooms.
Well, our communities have serious concerns with the response and, most importantly, the servicing under this contract.
4th District Supervisor Monica Montgomery Stepp also has concerns, so she's asking her fellow supervisors to approve an audit of the Equus contract. I asked Montgomery Stepp why she waited 9 months to request the audit.
It takes several months for us to do almost anything here at the county and in any bureaucracy, but it also would have taken several months to get a new contractor on board. So we really felt that we were stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Stepp will introduce her call for an audit at Tuesday's Board of Supervisors meeting. We reached out to Equus for comment, but did not hear back by our deadline. John Carroll, KPBS News.
Demolition is underway on part of the Oceanside Pier. Last April, a fire damaged the end of the pier, including a former diner. KPBS North County reporter Tanya Thorne joined crews as the work started.
Nearly 6 months after a fire started here at the Oceanside Pier, crews are finally in to start to demo out some of that damaged restaurant and the end of the pier. And here staff tells me that it'll be quite some time before the pier is fully reopened and rebuilt.
We're in the very early stages of demolition. We're taking down the heavy steel portion of the building. We're still installing the debris containment underneath.
Brian Thomas, the city engineer for Oceanside, says once the steel beams of the old Ruby's Diner are removed, debris haul away will begin.
We'll be cleaning up everything off the deck. Once the deck is cleared, they'll start removing the deck and the rest of the railing around it, and then we'll be able to finish up our structural analysis.
As crews prepared the platform underneath the pier to catch debris and protect the ocean, Thomas says the damage looked worse than they thought.
So areas we thought that were safe are a little chancy at this point. Like we do know that underneath the building itself, most of the stringers are gone at this point.
Stringers are the beams that connect and support the pier and are critical to its stability.
In an abundance of caution for worker protection and marine protection and beach users protection, we're keeping people out of those areas. We're in the process of adding additional shoring so that we can actually bring it down safely.
In the coming weeks, trucks will begin to haul the debris from the pier, but it won't cause any closures, just added precautions.
So they'll have a spotter in front of the equipment, a spotter behind the equipment. So if you see vehicles moving, please step to one side, allow the vehicles to pass, and then continue with your day. I know the fishermen are out here and we want them here. So if they could pick up their poles and push them closer to the railing instead of having them stick out 3 or 4 feet into the aisleway, that will give the rest of the people walking on the pier a place to stand while the vehicles pass.
The pier reopened just weeks after the fire. Frequent pier fisherman Sebastian Nava appreciates the city opening the pier so soon and keeping it open while work is ongoing.
We thought it was going to be closed for years, like for real, like that. They're just going to close the whole thing down so they can tear everything down, but they didn't. They allowed us to come fish. People, locals, and tourism come back on, so that was pretty cool.
He sees new opportunities for the Oceanside Pier.
No more restaurants, but that's probably not the case. But just to open like a shady spot, a shady area, have a big deck for extend it, because I think they wanted to extend it to like a hammerhead size or hammerhead shape. Maybe extend it and just allow people to come, like almost like a picnic area, just something to have for views and for fishing.
Crews are expected to finish the demo by the end of this year. Once that's done, staff will begin to prepare plans and apply for permits to rebuild. It could be 3 to 4 years before the Oceanside Pier is fully rebuilt and open to the public. Tanya Thorne, KPBS News.
Safety concerns are prompting the city of Encinitas to relocate firefighters from the city's oldest fire station. Alexander Wen looks into what that means for those who live nearby.
Encinitas Fire Station 1 is old, even older than the city of Encinitas itself.
It was a county firefighting facility, and it has been in use ever since.
This building was built in the 1950s with unreinforced masonry, which means it is prone to collapse in an earthquake, and the recent swarms of earthquakes raised concerns about the safety of the building.
The conversation got started about the way this building was constructed, and we had a building inspector come do a report, and it became time to take action.
The building was deemed unsafe with structural deficiency. So earlier this month, Station 1 firefighters were moved to Station 3, about 1.5 miles away.
So there's going to be a response time effect to it.
Josh Gordon is Encinitas Fire Chief. He says Station 1 is the city's busiest station, and the department is looking to reduce response time as much as possible. Even with the move, response time is within the city's standard of 8 minutes and 30 seconds. Gordon says the typical response time is within 6 minutes.
We're still getting to our emergencies within that response time that we've adopted, but it is going to take, a minute longer.
The department is looking into how the move affects response time in the downtown area. As for what to do with the building, Cran says a number of alternatives are being presented at next month's City Council meeting, including tearing it down for a new building. Alexander Wen, KPBS News.
We've seen a lot of the sewage issue in Imperial Beach lately, but this next story offers a different view. Melissa May shows us the aerial tour of the Tijuana River, now considered one of the most polluted in America.
From the ground, this is the state of the Tijuana River Valley. This week, the nonprofit EcoFlight gave a group of advocates, nonprofit leaders, and government representatives a bird's-eye view of the area.
You get a glimpse of how precious the space is and how unique it is in terms of its character, the canyons, the hills, the mountains, and where water flows. And so you see how all these canyons are being cut and molded by water.
Ramon Chairez is with the nonprofit Un Mar de Colores. He hopes that the group gains a new perspective of the problems facing the watershed.
It is that we really have in front of us. How is it that we change our way of life, and how is it that we can impact what we're doing on the ground in a different way that values our river more and our watershed more?
Waylon Matson with Four Walls International says seeing Tijuana from a bird's eye view showed him the scale of development.
This is a great opportunity to, I think, contextualize the growth rates and the anthropologic pressures that we're putting on one of the most biodiverse, beautiful places in the world, and how we're all culpable and how we're all trying to find ways and to get the word out and find pathways forward.
Margarita Diaz is with an environmental nonprofit in Tijuana. She says many housing developments in Tijuana do not have proper sewage management.
That's why we have so much spills, because they have running water, but they don't have sewage. So it's a lot of holes. And also here in our region or here in Tijuana, it's different levels. Like the permits is the municipality, the water is the state, but the outfalls is the federal. So one thing has to go to 3 levels of government.
Diaz says she tries to be optimistic about a solution for what she describes as a 30-year-old problem.
We haven't seen things that that stay the same way for 30 years. So it's very frustrating.
Melissa May, KPBS News.
And you can sign up for our newsletters to get a list of our most popular stories. Here are some from this week. From school funding to climate warnings, what Project 2025 could mean for San Diego. Public records raise questions about Carl DeMaio's residency in the Assembly District 75 election. And a new California law offers in-state tuition for San Diego community colleges to Mexican residents in the border region. Here's that story from KPBS South Bay reporter Corey Suzuki.
Good morning, buenos dias.
Good morning. When Tijuana resident Christopher Garcia first started at Southwestern College in Chula Vista back in 2021, it was really expensive. A big reason was the cost of non-resident tuition, which can add up to thousands of dollars every semester. Some weeks, Garcia would stay with a family member in Chula Vista just to keep his commuting costs down.
It was quite crazy, because I have my family over there. I had literally my life over there in Tijuana. So, of course, it was like a big factor of like being sad, being emotional, not being with my family right now just for this.
But this semester, Garcia says things have been different. That's because last year, California lawmakers passed AB 91, which lets low-income students who live less than 45 miles south of the border pay in-state tuition at community colleges in San Diego and Imperial County. This morning, officials from San Diego and Baja California gathered at Southwestern for a celebration of the new law. State Senator Steve Padilla is a co-author of the legislation.
It's important that those of us that live and work here understand that we are one region, that we are Norte Americanos. Somos nos, that we are linked together. Our economic and social futures are inextricably linked. And we have always recognized that.
Padilla says AB 91 demonstrates that connection and means increased access to education for students throughout Baja California. For Garcia, it also means less stress about money and the cost of the cross-border commute, and more time with his family.
Having the opportunity of even having like a meal with them, in the afternoon or in the morning, it's been a great thing for me personally.
In Chula Vista, Corey Suzuki, KPBS News.
Funding for public education is on the ballot with several bond measures, depending on where you live in San Diego County. Our Public Matters partner, Scott Lewis from Voice of San Diego, explains what voters will decide.
The word bond is all over the ballots of San Diegans this year. In San Diego, voters will have to decide on 7 different school bonds. If they approve them, districts will borrow billions of dollars and then raise property taxes to pay them off. Let me show you how it works. Take a typical ballot from Chula Vista. Measure SW is a bond for the Southwestern Community College District. Measure RR is a bond for the Sweetwater Union High School District. And Measure AA is a bond for the Chula Vista Elementary School District. Now look closer at the language of each of those bonds. Measure RR would levy $30 per $100,000 of assessed valuation. Measure SW would levy an average of $25 per $100,000 of assessed valuation. And Measure AA would levy $29 per $100,000 of assessed valuation. Now what the heck does that even mean? It means that your property taxes will go up by a certain amount depending on how much the county values your property. If you own a home that the county values at $100,000, then you would pay $30 more per year if Measure RR passes. Obviously, homes are worth a lot more than that here, but what's important is not what the home can sell for, but what it's valued at by the county. In California, official property values do not go up with the market. They stay pegged to when a home was originally purchased. So if you bought a home for about $500,000 10 years ago, its assessed value is not much higher than that. And if you have an assessed value home of $500,000 in Chula Vista and those 3 bonds pass, you would pay $420 more per year in property taxes. Meanwhile, in the city of San Diego, there's Measure HH, a bond to support San Diego community colleges. If it passes and you have a $500,000 assessed home, you'd pay $125 more per year in property taxes. Unlike other special tax increases, these bonds only need approval from 55% of voters. If approved, districts immediately borrow money, but they don't have to borrow the full amount of the bond right away. So they may not increase taxes at the same rate right at first. This is different from the state Propositions 2 and Proposition 4. Those are not tax increases. Those mean the state can borrow $10 billion each and pay it back. The state may later want to increase taxes to be able to pay those bonds off, but the legislature would have to approve them. Right now, all those propositions do is authorize the legislature to borrow the money. School districts spend most of their money on teachers and administrators, but school bonds cannot be used to pay teachers more. They can only be used to build and repair things, and that's why builders and labor unions for workers that build things like them so much. I'm Scott Lewis, and that's why it matters.
Public Matters is a partnership with KPBS, iNewsSource, and Voice of San Diego. You can see more of our stories at kpbs.org/publicmatters. People are already mailing in their election ballots in San Diego County, but if you want to cast a ballot in person, voting centers will open this weekend. The early voting period begins Saturday. There are nearly 40 sites available. You can sort through the list at the KPBS Voter Hub at kpbs.org. Many more locations will be available on Election Day, that is November 5th. And with less than 2 weeks until Election Day, how can voters be sure that their ballots will be counted accurately? Local election officials have been testing their equipment and inviting the public to watch. KPBS reporter Jacob Ayer shows us how it went.
Add up all the votes that are on all those ballots that you just filled in.
It's called a public logic and accuracy test, and what it is an inside look to instill confidence in the democratic process ahead of Election Day.
I don't have a lack of trust, but I would like to have as much information as possible to communicate with people about why they can trust elections.
It was San Diego resident Katie Alexander's first time taking part. She was one of a handful of members of the public and local officials who attended the event. Their role is to fill out mock ballots and then observe as they're tallied.
They have all these protocols in place to make sure that the ballots are counted and that signatures match and that the elections are fair.
Sean Braum is the Assistant San Diego County Registrar of Voters. He says the full public logic and accuracy testing took place a few weeks back with over 150,000 ballots. But this is a condensed version for anyone in the public to take part in.
What we will be doing today is casting ballots or voting on blank ballots, tabulating them by hand, and then using them to scan in the tabulation system to compare the two.
Braum says the tests are to ensure all the equipment functions as expected to properly count votes.
So it is another measure of clear and transparent elections, showing the accuracy and the validity of the tabulation system.
Alexander says it also helps to dispel false narratives about election security.
There was never any discussion of candidates. There was never any discussion of politics. It was all about how to manage ballots and make sure that they're all counted.
Braum says the county registrar has offered the public logic and accuracy tests ahead of other recent elections, too. The 2024 presidential election is November 5th. Jacob Ayer, KPBS News.
And we'd like to let you know about our plans for election night. KPBS will have special coverage of the local results, and that starts at 10 o'clock on television and streaming online. We will also have updates throughout the night on KPBS FM. It's been nearly 50 years since the city and county bought Cowles or Coles Mountain. It's become part of many San Diegans' weekly and even daily exercise routines. Katie Anastas says a hike-a-thon is underway to raise money for Mission Trails Park maintenance.
I have a fun saying that is a good way to change your attitude is to change the altitude.
It's the second time this week Shannara Lennox has come to Coles Mountain to hike. She calls it an easy, hard hike, short but steep.
You can take it really slow. You can stop for 15 minutes. You could stop and have a lunch if you want to. You know, there's plenty of spots along the walk to stop, and so it really makes it low pressure if you want to take your time. Or you can put on a camel backpack and some weights, and you can run up to the top and run down 2 times, and it's a great workout. So you get a little bit of the best of both worlds.
Lennox grew up in the Pacific Northwest and hiked with her family during the holidays. Now, hiking Coles has become her new holiday tradition.
And the holidays are really cool because you see families with their kids out here, and it's kind of fun. If you're not close to your family, to come on a hike, say hi to random people while you're walking, and you just feel a sense of family.
The mountain is named after George Coles, a rancher who moved to San Diego in 1877. The community that grew around his ranch was named Colestown. It later became Santee, named after his widow's second husband.
And it is pronounced Coles, not Cowles. Many people think it's Cowles, but it's actually Coles Mountain.
The 1960s and 70s saw substantial private development in the area.
On December 31st, 1974, the county purchased Coles Mountain for $2.2 million to prevent it from development. The city also was part of the purchasing.
To celebrate the 50th anniversary, the Mission Trails Regional Park Foundation is putting on a hike-a-thon until mid-January. The goal is to raise $100,000 for trail maintenance, habitat restoration, and youth programs.
Coles itself sees more than 800,000 hikers a year. So that means a lot of wear and tear, and so the trails need to be constantly maintained. Also, after a big stormy season, there's a lot of erosion and ruts in the trail.
Hike-a-thon participants can hike where, when, and how far they'd like. They can make a one-time donation or pledge an amount per mile. Mile tracking will end on January 15th. Katie Anastas, KPBS News.
1 in 8 women will get breast cancer. It's the second most common cancer among women, and awareness has grown to where we now know why baseball players sometimes wear pink shoes. KPBS sci-tech reporter Thomas Fudge tells us about the hard choices women have to make and the story of one woman's journey.
Janelle Franca Correa has just recently returned to work at her Point Loma hair salon. Life was pretty normal until about a year ago when she got a mammogram at the age of 41. It was negative, but soon after it, she started feeling some pain in her breast.
I met my general doctor, my husband with me, and she said, do not worry. Things like this happen. Pain is not associated with breast cancer. Like, it may be just a mass that's touching a nerve, and that's why you're having pain. And either way, we'll do a biopsy and see what it is.
She got the results of the biopsy from a phone call.
It was my kid's last day of school, so picked them up at school, took them to Denny's, and then I got the call back. And I answered it thinking it's nothing. You know, I'm just sitting there with my kids. And automatically, you know, my oldest was like, I could tell something's wrong. I was like, it's okay, I'm just on the phone with my doctor. So I immediately texted my husband and said, I can't call you because I don't want to say this out loud. But it came back cancerous. We're going to finish up here and I'll come home.
Every person's journey through cancer is different because lives are complex, and so is breast cancer. Daniel Hollern is a cancer biologist at Salk Institute. He said he devoted himself to the field of study after 2 of his heroes, his uncle and his grandpa, died from cancer. He says cancer is a very general term for many different diseases.
Within breast cancer, we have triple-negative breast cancer, we have hormone receptor-positive breast cancer, we have HER2 receptor-positive breast cancer. Each of those have different sort of treatments that work. And so, therefore, you know, every cancer patient kind of enters their journey from, you know, a unique place.
Hollern's research is focused on immunotherapy treatment, teaching the immune system to attack cancer cells in a robust way. T cells are his attackers, but when it comes to breast and some other cancers, the cell targets are hard to find. He's looking for ways to activate B cells, another part of the immune system alphabet, so they can direct T cells toward their cancerous targets. Will this therapy become the best way to treat breast cancer?
I think even though immunotherapy has struggled to work yet, that it's not a hopeless endeavor. I truly believe that this is the way to go because our cancer cells can develop resistance to drugs, but when you have your immune system locked on, there's nowhere for it to go.
Hollern's research may hold promise for the future of breast cancer treatment, but immunotherapy wasn't an option for Janelle Franco Correa, so she made the tough choice of having a double mastectomy. Her doctors discovered a cancerous lymph node in the process, so she will begin radiation treatment next month. Correa, by the way, had no family history of breast cancer. Losing both breasts was hard. She says losing that part of her and having to wear baggy shirts has been very tough.
It's definitely been mentally, emotionally, a huge challenge. I haven't really gone to like parties or anything. I'm just like don't want to get dressed in that sort of way yet. But the mental and emotional side has been the hugest part. And I've talked to lots of women that feel the same way.
She is planning to have breast reconstructive surgery. Hollern says an important lesson in Correa's experience is the fact that she went back for more diagnosis even though her mammogram was negative.
The intuition that she had to go back and have a second look is really important because, you know, sometimes you can miss things and the person knows their own body, something doesn't feel right. And, you know, in her case, going back and having that second look probably is what saved her life.
In her salon, Correa has set up a little display with a picture of her family and an invitation to enter a breast cancer fundraising raffle, a reminder that October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. The Susan G. Komen Foundation is active this month, fundraising and sponsoring events that bring attention to the cause. Leah Brun is executive director of Susan G. Komen San Diego. She says they want to bring their message and the therapies they underwrite to women of all ethnic backgrounds.
Latina women, it's the most diagnosed cancer in Latina women. And like I mentioned, the 40% more likely for Black women to die from this disease. So these are just really large disparities that we need to continue just putting a focus on.
One of the culminating events of Breast Cancer Awareness Month will be the Susan G. Komen More Than Pink Walk in Balboa Park. The celebratory walk takes place on Sunday, November 3rd. Thomas Fudge, KPBS News.
We hope that you enjoyed this look at KPBS News this week. I'm Maya Trabulsi. Thank you for joining us.